want to thank Felipe Fuentes and the staff of Councilmember Fuentes, who really were partners this entire time as we moved forward with the work on this great street. This is one of my favorite streets, and this is one of my favorite stretches of my favorite streets in Los Angeles. We've kicked off Ciclavia here. This is the best set of murals anywhere in Los Angeles, in my opinion. You've got some of the best restaurants that are winning awards and kicking butt of those ones downtown sometimes. So there's nothing here that is second rate. This is the heart of the valley, and because I grew up in the valley, I'm especially proud to see all the momentum that we've had here on Van Nuys Boulevard, one of the great boulevards. Long before we named it a great street, we knew that this was one of the great boulevards. And thanks to all the hard work and investment of our partners here today, Van Nuys Boulevard is stronger economically. Pacoima, Northeast San Fernando Valley is providing jobs for people. You see schools on this boulevard. You see great nonprofits. You see new businesses and business assistance centers. You see even government putting our money where our mouths are to make sure that this is a much more sustainable community, both economically and culturally. And that's really what our Great Streets initiative is all about. It's not about master planning out of City Hall what your neighborhood needs. It's about asking you and listening in your neighborhood to what you want. What's missing? What are the holes we can fill in? And how can we help you achieve that where we are? One main street at a time, one backbone of our neighborhoods at a time, we are rebuilding Los Angeles. And I was so proud earlier this week to have a press conference to say we have a new peak of jobs in the history of Los Angeles as of a month ago. We've added 137,000 new jobs since I've been mayor, together with my council colleagues. And we hadn't recovered since 1992 after the riots to the previous peak. So this is a new peak, more jobs, and that just isn't happening in neighborhoods like Century City or downtown or North Hollywood. It's happening here in Pacoima. It's happening in Chatsworth. It's happening in Mar Vista. It's happening in Wilmington and Harbor City. It's really wonderful to see this spread everywhere in Los Angeles. A new boom, but a boom that we want to make sure leaves nobody and no neighborhood behind.
Thanks very much, Mayor, and thank you everybody for coming out here to celebrate this great improvement. Before I talk a little bit about the street, I just want to recognize the staff. We have great projects because we have political leadership and courage, because we have strong community alignment, and because we have amazing, smart technical staff that can design and deliver complicated projects like this. So I want to recognize Tim Conger, John Varghese, Manu Charadami, Max Eftekhari, Manny Viramontes, Robert Sanchez, Valerie Watson, Nader Asmar, Dan Mitchell, and the signal operations crew, Brian Kolosinski, and paint and sign operations, Manny Viramontes. So I'd love to give them a round of applause for making this come together and so beautifully. And also want to give a shout out to LA Walks, the Vision Zero Alliance that's here, Pacoima Beautiful, and Gail Goldberg with ULI that has been an amazing partner in the planning and design and thinking about this street and what makes this street so special. When I moved to Los Angeles just a couple of years ago, Van Nuys and Pacoima is one of the first places I came because a council member, Felipe Fuentes, invited me and my amazing exuberant partner, Danielle Brazel from Department of Cultural Affairs, to come out and take a walk. And what I saw here was really just stopped my heart. What I saw was a beautiful, healthy sidewalk where there's always things happening. There's commerce, there's community, there's people gathering, there's people waiting, there's people talking. I also saw generations of artistry and investment, from the hand-painted signs on the businesses to the beautiful murals that are on the side of their buildings. But what I saw was that the street didn't match the healthy, beautiful things happening on the sidewalk. And in fact, Van Nuys here in Pacoima experiences a rate of injury to people in traffic crashes 4 times higher than any other street, most other streets in the city. And since 2011, 57 people biking and walking on this street have been injured or have died because of the way that the street functions. When I got here, what I saw was an opportunity to bring the way that the street operates to match the beautiful things happening on the sidewalk and in the community, and to really make sure that we were first and foremost taking care of the most vulnerable people who use our streets, people walking and biking, and in particular, older adults and children. The bookends of this project is the People Street Project, Bradley Plaza, and on the other end, the San Fernando Bike Path. There's no place better to install the kind of street of the future of the 21st century than Van Nuys here in Pacoima. What we saw is that before we put this in, about 25%, so about a quarter of the people driving on the street were speeding. And that was really leading to the severe and fatal crashes for people biking and walking. As we work towards Vision Zero, which is our goal to get to zero traffic deaths by 2025, it's only going to happen one street at a time, one block at a time, one neighborhood and community at a time. So I want to thank you for the support and inspiration, inviting us in to think and dream about what the street can be. And I look forward to coming back to Pacoima over and over again. Thank you very much.